Hey, good evening, everybody. This is the Champion Principal. Hey, I'm back at you with a power session. Hey, guys, many of you know I'm over here at the PLC in Atlanta, GA, hot Atlanta, baby. And I'm over here learning about professional learning communities. And it's been so exciting because I got an opportunity not only to network with a lot of people, but another opportunity to meet different people like Ken Williams, who do the work that we do. Um, he has his own program that he has on Facebook, and he shares with people every week. So I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed his session. Now, guys, what am I going to talk about today? What am I going to talk about? And guys, I'm trying to get better and better at this. I guess this podcast, this YouTube channel, trying to give you something that you can understand, something that will, some good content and things like that. I just want to be able to share some of my expertise with you. Again, guys, you know, this is my 19th year in education, 19th year. Worked at Title I schools. I worked in Georgia and I worked in Alabama. And of course, I tend to work with mostly minority students. And my biggest focus is school cultures and climates. That's my thing. I believe I'm an expert in school culture and climate. I have a few important characteristics, a skill set that will help anybody improve their school culture and climate. So today we talk about, I know you're asking, well, Doc, Champion Principal, what do you do? What do you do? What have you done? Now, here's a few key points I want to share with you guys. Whether you're a teacher, whether you're an administrator, superintendent, or whatever the case may be. Here's some things that help me with school culture. So number one, you have to have a positive mindset. It's amazing how many teachers and principals and superintendents, they want to change the school culture, but they are not positive themselves. You have to have a positive mindset. You have to be a change agent. You have to have collective efficacy. You have to be able to believe that your school and your students can be successful. You can't worry about the things that you cannot change. And I keep hearing that over and over today, and they're absolutely correct. You cannot worry about things you cannot change. Only try to focus on the things that you can change. You cannot change parents. There's not anything you really can do to change a parent's mindset. Yeah, we want parents to make their little boys and girls read, but how can you really make them? You can encourage them. You can provide different parent programs and things like that, but there's nothing you can do to make them study at night with their little babies. You can't make them go over their sight words. You can encourage them, and you can build that relationship with them, and hopefully they will go over those sight words and they will read those passages at night, but you can't make them. So what you got to do is be positive. What I've noticed is a lot of us educators, you know, we say we are all about students and we care and all this kind of stuff, but a lot of times we really are focused on ourselves. We're really not focused on children. Because when you're focused on children, when you're focused on moving your boys and girls, you'll do anything to make sure they're successful. You'll take out your own biases. You'll take out all this stuff about where they're from. You'll stop talking about all those problems, that they're poor, that they're black, that they're brown, that they're fatherless, and all those things. Yes, all those things are important. And yes, all those things are factors. But when we're doing this work, we have to worry about what we can change. If we cannot change it, you can't worry about it. Provide services to assist, but you can't go into the classroom, into the schoolhouse saying, oh, we worried about the mom, we worried about the dad, we worried about all these things. No, you should be mindful of those things, right? But it's more important as an educator to be positive, make a positive impact, provide a safe and positive environment for our boys and girls, create an environment where they want to come to school, have a celebration. Yeah, give them multiple opportunities to do their work. You know, think about even with tests, give them multiple opportunities, encourage them, show them little bit pieces of success. So if they increase by 5% or 10 words or 1 word or whatever, celebrate that, guys. Be positive. It starts with the administrator. You can't be a jerk of administrator, all mad and upset and just a big bad dictator and not loving your kids and not supporting your teachers and think that you're going to make a positive impact. I didn't say you have to agree with everything. I don't agree with most things that other people say. But you still have to have a partnership and develop a relationship with the teachers and the students and love those boys and girls and push them to the highest level by having the highest standards. All students should have the highest standards. Now, will they struggle sometimes? Are they 2 years behind in many cases? Of course they are. That tone. So you got to set that tone now, because if you're not setting that tone, if you're not out there and you're not being the face of the school, it's kind of hard for you to keep talking about being positive and things like that. You have to lead by example. The next thing, guys, to have a positive school culture and to change that culture, you must hire the right teachers for your environment. I mean, I know a lot of times people talk about hiring the best teachers. Yeah, you got to hire the best teachers, but you have to have the best teachers for your personal environment, because those people have to carry out that whole mission and vision of being positive and to help change that school culture and do the things that you need them to do. So if you do not hire the right teachers, it's really pointless, guys. Just imagine, can you teach a old dog new tricks? It's hard to. It's very, very hard to. So you got to have people who have the right mindset to do this work that you need them to do. So you have to be positive, and you have to have the right teachers with the right mindset. Remind them we need them to do the things that they said they would do during their interview process. And so we have to keep reminding them and reminding each other, do the things that you said you're going to do during your interview process. Next thing, the students. You got to get your students to buy into it. One thing that we do, we celebrate our boys and girls. We are positive for our boys and girls. We have the whole idea of being a champion for our boys and girls. Being a champion you're being a teacher, you're being a parent, you're being a counselor, you're being a social worker, you're being everything that child needs, so that child will only have to focus on academics, focusing on dibbles, reading, math, sight words, and that's all we want them to be focused on. We don't need them to worry about eating. We don't need them to worry about clothing. We don't need them to worry about what's going on at home. We need to make sure we create a positive environment for those boys and girls to come to school so they can be ready to learn on each and every single day. Another thing that to help us change our school environment is the partners. Principals, you got to go out there and find different partners, whether it's from the churches, whether it's the banks, the colleges, the universities, and have a plan in place for them. See how they can actually help promote your school, help support your school. A couple things that we do here at our particular school is, of course they support us financially, but also they're part of our Champion Reads program. So the partners come in, they read. We have financial literacy programs. We have mentor programs. So that just helps with the whole culture of the school. And it also gives our boys and girls the opportunity to say, hey, I want to know more about banking. I want to know more about Stillman College or University of Alabama. It just opens up other opportunities for our boys and girls. And the last thing, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Some people don't get it, but we have to celebrate our boys and girls. That's why we have what you call the Champion Summit. We have the Champion Summit every Monday morning, and we celebrate our boys and girls for meeting what we call Docs 5. And go again, Docs 5, if they have good character, if they have good leadership, if they have good attendance, academics, and discipline. And so that gives every boy and girl an opportunity to be celebrated in front of the entire school body on Monday mornings. And that's what we do every Monday morning. We have a speaker, a champion speaker that comes in and speaks to our boys and girls. We have a dancing for the spirit stick. It's just a huge pep rally, high impact energy. And then we call each and every boy and girl up to get their award, get their certificate, and we just honor them. The champ is here. The champ is here. That's what it's all about. They're champions they're champions basically. Guys, school culture and climate is critical, it's crucial. Each one of us must play a part to make this happen. You can do it. Once you change that culture, you change that climate, you will see your academic piece coming up and coming up. Again, it's the champion principle. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.